You may imagine that with a people representing such opposite poles of creed and culture, complete unity is a thing which we cannot expect to produce. India must always be a continent rather than a country, population of different races rather than single nation. But I am proud to say that we are trying to create ties of unity among the different sections of people. We are establishing stable governments in those vast and outspread provinces, and what is more important, we are going forward instead of backward. I have no hesitation admitting that there is poverty. I defy anyone to show me a great and populous country or a great and populous city where it does not exist. Misery and want there are. The question is not whether they exist, but whether they are growing more or growing less. In India, where you deal with so vast a canvas, I dare say the lights and shades of human experience are more vivid and more striking than elsewhere. But if you compare the India of today with the India of any previous period of history, you will find greater peace and order, more comfort and contentment among a larger number of people, superior justice, and a higher standard of living than the country has ever previously known. I am sometimes lost in amazement at those critics who, without caring to obtain first hand knowledge of the facts and problems of India, protest to us that our rule is running the country and crushing the people. But I am at the same time receiving letters from men of all walks of life in other countries asking me to tell them what is the secret of our wonderful and remarkable success in governing the country. I am not so bold as to say that we make no mistakes in India. I dare say we make a great many. I am quite willing to claim a most liberal share for myself. It is, however, impossible to explain everything that we are doing in India, or to meet and to check every form of suspicion and attack, even among the educated classes. The most surprising notions prevail. For instance, if I take any particular branch of the administration and try to reform it with the object of producing a higher state of efficiency, I find myself at once exposed to the charge that I am creating a number of unnecessary and highly paid posts to be filled by men belonging to my faith. An administrator never takes into account such needless details as the race and religion of the men whom he wants for a post. What he wants is the best man for the post and the work to be best done. For my part, I think one of the more important duties of any ruler of India is to find and actively encourage men of understanding, sympathy, and broad vision to remove doubts and suspicious from the minds of the people about us, to explain our ideas to them and theirs to us. It is with this object that while I have been there, I have done my best on all occasions to take the public into my confidence and explain to them what I have done or what I propose doing in all matters concerning their welfare. Calcutta, 6th January 1964. The Secretary to the Government of India, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, New Delhi. Sir, I have the honor to state that with the dawn of freedom in the country, the Government of India have been giving more and more attention to the development of Indian industries, particularly the iron and steel industry, though this industry has received a considerable help during the two world wars. It is still very backward and not in a position to meet the requirements of the country, as yet there are only a few iron and steel works in the country. Various reasons account for the slow growth of the industry. In the first place, the resources, both mineral and others, have neither been properly tapped nor fully used. Large quantities of ore deposits exist in the country. The average Indian industrialist is timid and shy to invest his capital. He looks too much to government for giving him all sorts of help and support. Moreover, the industry does not make use of modern methods and latest plant, with the result that the production is low and of a poor quality. To my mind, one of the urgent tasks is to encourage private enterprise so that a vast amount of capital shall become available. For this purpose, steps should be taken for establishing contact with the business people of the country who are willing to invest sufficient capital. Yours faithfully,